Carbajal, 29 years old, 5'5", 108 pounds, with a reach of 65 inches. Tomas Rivera, 23, 5 feet 2, 108 pounds, with a reach of 63 inches. But as you look at it on your screen here tonight, it'll look like a bit much bigger difference than that, Rich.
All right, now this fight will not be under California rules, but under International Boxing Federation rules. The 3 knockdown rule will not be in effect. No standing 8 count. A fighter can be saved by the bell in the last round. The difference now here with the IBF is in a case of an accidental foul. That's the big difference. You go to the scorecards after 6 rounds. That's a long way. It is the most of any of the organizations. The most of any of the organizations on the headbutt accidental foul rule. Before 6 rounds have ended, they will go to a technical draw. Here's Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Top Rank Incorporated, along with your undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser, present World Championship Boxing. This bout is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission and the International Boxing Federation. IBF President Robert W. Lee. IBF supervisor at ringside is Dan Jones. The 3 judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system will be Gwen Adair, Robert Bird, and Marty Salmon. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Pat Russell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Light Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trimmed with silver, green, and white, and weighing 108 pounds. His professional record, 13 victories with only 1 defeat and 2 draws. 8 of his 13 victories are by KO. He comes to us from Mazatlan, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, Tomas Churrembe Rivera. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with white letters, and weighing in at 107.5 pounds. In 1988, he captured Olympic silver, and as a professional, his record has 42 victories with only 2 defeats and 27 knockouts to his credit. He has won 3 world title bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2-time world champion and reigning IBF Light Flyweight Champion of the World, Las Manitas de Piedras, Michael Carbajal.
Right there from the low blows. Right there from the low blows. 12 rounds, champion of the world, touch your bloods. Good luck.
All right, we're ready for round 1. Remember, this one's scheduled for 12. Pat Russell, the 3rd man in the ring. You look at Michael Carbajal as he gets ready to defend his world championship once again. 29 years of age, 42-2 in his distinguished career, with 27 of his wins coming by way of KO, and he is in the white trunks with that big size disparity and the huge physical advantages that he boasts over the challenger tonight, Tomas Rivera.
I tell you, Rich, you got to give Rivera's people a lot of credit. This only his 16th pro fight, and he's already in with the likes of a Michael Carbajal.
He did have one other shot at a world title. He was outpointed by Alex Sanchez last year in San Antonio, Texas, as they fought for the WBO 105-pound championship. This is a different kettle and a fish, and frankly, a much tougher task. His last fight for Rivera came, well, he hasn't fought since January 19th, a decision to Rafael Orozco in Mazatlan, Mexico. Last fight for Carbajal, September 13th. As we mentioned, he stays active. He doesn't let any grass grow underneath his feet. A month or 2 off is about all he likes to take. Julio Coronel was the victim in that fight for Carbajal, a TKO in the 8th round.
Michael starts out flicking that jab from good distance. Of course, he enjoys a 2 or 3 inch reach advantage over a shorter opponent. So it's likely we'll see a lot of that in this fight.
Carbajal was in a number of real wars as he came up the ladder and won the championship. And even though he was winning the fights, and of course the climax of those wars, I guess you could say, was the fight with Chiquita Gonzalez. I got the feeling that this was a really terrific fighter, but is in so many tough fights.
Makes you wonder how much it takes out of him, Rich.
And of course, the second and third fights with Chiquita Gonzalez, which went to Gonzalez, were not scintillating type affairs, but were more boxing type chess matches. Everyone was kind of shocked by that because their first fight had been such a barn burner. And here we see Rivera trying to back Carbajal up. Rivera lands a good left hook.
Yeah, just snuck in a good left. A little bit earlier, he snuck in a good right hand.
Rivera's a pretty heavy-handed puncher for this lighted division.
If he gets in close, he can do some damage. He's got some heavy hands, as you mentioned.
8 KOs in his 13 victories.
Lunging jabs, trying to get inside by Rivera.
Final seconds now of round number 1. Rivera trying to punch in close. Well, I guess he has no choice. That's about it. That's about it.
That's the only thing he's got.
All right, let's go into the corner of Michael Carbajal and see what's going on there.
Keep that right hand up because you're showing through hooks.
Now over to the corner with Tomas Rivera.
A little bit of redness on the side of his left cheek there, Rich.
Here we go, round 2, the IBF Light Flyweight Championship of the World at stake. This is a 108-pound title. Michael Carbajal, the defending champion in the white trunks. Tomas Rivera in the red trunks with the white and green trim. Rich Murata along with Rick Lozano. We are ringside at the Pond of Anaheim, California, USA.
Michael just missed with what would have been a devastating left hook. Just missed. Rivera continues to press the attack.
Yeah, and he's trying to jab with Carbajal, which it would seem unlikely, but he's at least attempting that. He's lunging out there with that jab, trying at least, I guess, to jab his way in and then be able to throw shots in from in close.
That would appear to be his game plan for this fight.
There he is, jabbing his way in and then opening up. Hey, it's hard to believe, but he's out jabbing Carbajal at this point.
Well, I wonder how thrown off Carbajal is by the huge disparity in height here.
Michael using movement. He's got many skills. He can move well on his feet. He's got a very strong punch. He knows how to throw combinations. He does so many things right.
Fights well off the ropes too, Rich. Rivera continuing to press the attack, trying to move in.
Good left hook by Carbajal. Snapped that one out there. Tough to Rivera to reach Carbajal. You know, we only showed on our tape a 2-inch difference in reach, but I think that's very misleading. You can see that Carvajal's arms are much longer.
It would appear, Rich, just to the naked eye here, that it's got to be 4 to 5 inches in reach. Rivera there with a stinging right hand over the top.
Well, reach, of course, is measured from the end of one arm and the wingspan, arms extended out to the other to the other side, but that takes in all of the distance between your shoulders. And it would appear that Rivera is more broad-shouldered here, but Carbajal has extremely longer arms. Oh, there's a good combination by Carbajal. That's stiffing.
Oh, big right hand by Carbajal.
And another right hand by Carbajal, and that tries to go to the body, and he's got Rivera in a bit of difficulty here in round number 2, which has 15 seconds to go.
Connected with a short left, too, there.
Rivera still moving forward, seems to be back to himself once again, but he was hurt momentarily, and a strong right hand by Carbajal to end the round number 2. Very good round for Carbajal.
In the corner of Tomas Rivera there. Can't quite make out what his cornermen are telling him.
Don't punch after the bell. The bell goes off. Listen for the bell. No punching.
Okay, Rich, you'll see here Michael Carbajal moving in with the left jab and then following that up with a straight right. And then later in the round, you'll see it once again. The jab followed by the right, and the jab would seem to disguise the right coming in behind it.
You could see his foot actually pick up off the ground when he was hit with that straight right. He really felt that one. Here we go, round 3. Carbajal in the white trunks defending his light flyweight title against Tomas Rivera in the red trunks. Several real telling blows landed by Carbajal in round number 2.
See if Rivera changes his tactics to any degree in this round. Still, he continues to come in behind that jab, lunging jabs. Carbajal to the body with a good right hand there.
Nice little body shot by Carbajal. He's been getting the job done mostly with punches to the head.
Good defense there by Carbajal, taking those punches mostly on the gloves, Rich. We mentioned he's a good fighter off the ropes.
There's a little display of strength from Rivera. Carbajal a little bit wild there. That's what happens sometimes when you find a much shorter man like that. Your right hands, if he gets down low, they'll just sail right over the top of it.
Distance is everything in terms of landing the punches, and when Rivera gets inside, it's really difficult for Michael to find the targets.
We're now halfway through round 4.
Good exchange there. These little guys pack some power, don't they, Rich? They can really sting you.
It's surprising to see the kind of power they have. I was, Chiquita Gonzalez, of course, a very, extremely powerful puncher, but he was actually out-punched when he lost the title last year to, I think, the hardest punching little guy I've ever seen, Samon Sarchadarong from Thailand. An unbelievable fight.
With a powder keg. Oh, he can hit.
And there was some talk about Carbajal perhaps challenging Samon Sarchadarong. If that was the case, hide the children in the other room.
The women and children out, please. A couple of good jabs here by Rivera. Still pressing the attack.
He just missed with that left hook, Rivera. That one had knockdown written all over. But a strong punch by Carbajal. He really landed that follow-up right hand.
Hand speed, everything, and he connected with a right hand there that buckled Rivera's knees.
That right hand that Carbajal threw in that combination was a beauty. Little uppercut in close. He might be able to punish Rivera with uppercuts in close, and Rivera puts that head down and charges at him.
Good action-packed round.
There you get a good look at the still growing crowd here at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. Into the corner now with Tomas Rivera.
See a replay here of Michael Carbajal with the overhand right. Then a good short left followed by another right. Just missing with that big left hook. Then a little bit later, the overhand right to the side of Rivera's head. And then another right. That was the punch. That right was the punch that buckled his legs ever so slightly. And I think, Rich, that we're beginning to see a trend in this fight of Carbajal allowing Rivera to come into him and then punching from that point.
This is round 4 at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. Rich Murata and Rick Lozano ringside for this IBF light flyweight title bout. It's the 108-pound division. And you see the champion, Michael Carbajal, land the left hook to the head of Tomas Rivera, the challenger in the red trunks.
Punch that wobbled Rivera ever so slightly, but he's still standing and strong.
Rivera still seems able to jab with Carbajal. In fact, out-jab him at times. But Carbajal just kind of shakes it off, just shrugs it off, and waits for an opportunity to land his big blows.
And questionably, Michael, with the more telling blows to this point. Rivera can't seem to figure out when Michael is going to come upstairs and then go to the body. He seems confused.
Rivera just walked in, unloaded a combination, and got out. Did the same thing again. Well, Carbajal's got to show a little more resistance than that. He just allowed Rivera to come right in on him 2 separate times, 2 sequences.
Big body blow by Carbajal. Stiff left jab.
He stepped to his left at Carbajal there and landed the right hand. He did it again, stepping to the left with just a quick, short, chopping right. He seems to have found a little strategic move that Rivera falls for all the time. Steps outside with the left foot, gives him a little wider stance and more balance, and he just brings the right cross right over.
Rich, I'm beginning to wonder whether Rivera might be thinking that he has felt all that Carbajal has. He appears to be getting a little braver here as we go into the middle rounds.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that assessment if that is what Rivera is thinking. I don't think he's felt all that Carbajal has yet. He might be thinking that, but I think it's the wrong thing to think.
Still, he continues to come in, and it appears that he's coming in with more frequency. But
now he felt what Carbajal has offered. What a right hand by Carbajal. He followed it up, drives him back into the ropes. And Rivera again in some trouble here. He's been in trouble for moments in each of the second and third round, and now again here in round number 4, with about a half a minute to go here in round 4.
Big left to the body there by
Carbajal. Oh, down goes Rivera from a right hand.
And it was the body shot. Big left to the kidney, and he came over the top with the right, Rich.
He ate about 5 or 6 really good right hands in this round. Pat Russell wants him to walk to him, show him he's okay. Just over 10 seconds left around. Another stunning right hand by Carbajal, who's looking for the knockout, and down goes Rivera again. Pat Russell will pick up the count. He's got to. He can't be saved by the bell, remember. He'll toll off the mandatory 8 count here, and then the bell will sound.
Rivera indicating that he's okay. He wants to continue.
That's the end of round 4.
And although it wasn't official, he was saved by the bell, I think, Rich, at that point.
He had to get up from the knockdown, of course.
Ya lo sé, mira, Tomás, échale ganas. Ahorita agarras confianza, lo que necesitas es tirar un poco para sacarle los brazos. Para sacarle los brazos. Recarga tarjeta. It's good.
All right, we'll watch the replay here of the first knockdown. The short chopping right hand from Carbajal sends Rivera to the canvas. And we'll see it again from another angle here. The short chopping right hand that just buckled his knees immediately.
That was the move I was talking about. The little step to
the left.
And then the right hand following.
And now the second knockdown right here. That punch seemed to stun him more than anything else, Rich, but he went down nonetheless.
And I think more of an accumulation of punches there just kind of weakened him. This is round 5. Michael Carbajal appears to be on the verge of a knockout victory in defense of his championship. Has had Rivera hurt in each of the last 3 rounds, but down twice in round number 4. Let's see what Carbajal does. He's been a pretty good finisher.
Came out looking as though he wanted to put an end to things rather quickly.
Rivera continues to fight back, trying to smother Carbajal, and he manages to land a right hand that sends Carvajal's head flying back.
And a big body shot by Carbajal, though.
Carbajal in control. Mention he just seems to shrug off the punches that Rivera lands, and that doesn't seem to be too concerned about it.
Rivera landing some good shots, but just not having any effect.
Michael's had a really good chin in his career. The only guy really able to really get to that chin was Chiquita Gonzalez.
Big looping left hook there by Rivera. Catches nothing but air. Carbajal with a straight right hand that stuns Rivera, shoves him back just a little bit.
There's that right hand again. Look at the straight rights. Oh, down goes Rivera, and I think this could be it. I don't know if Pat Russell will allow this to go on any longer. It's
3 straight right hands.
10.
He's not going to make it.
Out. Michael Carbajal has won by knockout. A clean knockout, full 10 count here in round number 5, and a very impressive performance. I would go so far as to say it's Michael Carbajal's most impressive performance in the last 3 years.
Rich, you simply can't put your punches together much better than Michael Carbajal did in that last sequence. 3 straight right hands landed flush on the mark.
I think he answered a lot of questions tonight. We talked about his drive, whether he still had it, whether he was slowing down, and boy, he really showed a lot tonight.
Quality opponent, too. It's not like he did it against an inferior opponent. Rivera came in here willing, ready to fight, putting together some good punches of his own, but clearly Michael Carbajal, the superior fighter here in this one.
Very impressive performance for Michael Carbajal tonight in successfully defending his title with a 5th round KO of Tomas Rivera. Had Rivera down twice in the 4th and then knocked him out in the 5th.
Let's watch the knockout punch here. You see one right hand, and remember there were 3 of them. There's the second right hand, and here comes the finisher.
Wow.
Right there. And down to the canvas goes Rivera. Same different angle here. One right hand, another right hand, and watch the short right hook with a lot of steam behind it, Rich. 1. This is almost 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out. The second blow, and then the final one that sends him to the canvas and out for the duration.
I really think Carbajal looked better in this fight than at any time since the first Chiquita Gonzalez fight. He looked like he was back tonight.
Absolutely, Rich. And as I mentioned, you can't put your punches together better than Michael did tonight. You're absolutely correct. This young man looked like the best Michael Carbajal we've seen in some time.
Tomas Rivera, as you said, Rick, showed up to fight here tonight. He came at Carbajal. He gave it his best effort. I think the physical disadvantages, though, really worked against him in a very sharp Carbajal. Let's go to Michael Buffer now. Get the official time and verdict is rendered here by Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Pat Russell reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute, 26 seconds of round number 5. The winner by knockout victory and still IBF light flyweight champion of the world, Las Manitas de Piedras, Michael Carbajal.
And Michael Carbajal, very popular winner here tonight. I think he impressed a lot of people with this performance.
I think he won over a lot of new fans tonight. He came into mixed reaction from the crowd tonight, but with his performance, Rich, he had to have picked up a few new fans anyway.
Well, he's a kid who started boxing at the age of 9. His father was a Golden Gloves champion back in the 1940s. Built a makeshift ring for him out in the backyard. There you see Michael Carbajal, the winner and still champion. 2 successful defenses of the crown for Carbajal. Up in the ring, new fans around the world.
Tomas Rivera, never down, never out. How much satisfaction does this give you to get a knockout tonight?
A whole lot of satisfaction. I was very focused, and When I'm focused like this, I just believe no one can beat me. And hey, you know, just that focus part of it, and I'm there, and I'm one of the best fighters in the world.
Say you're trying to relax more in your style. Did you tonight, and what happened when you did?
I relaxed. I thought I relaxed a lot. I got to see the tape, but I felt relaxed in there. I was throwing my combinations good. I was throwing some sharp punches, and I want to say back home, I love you. All my kids back home watching, I love you.
Does it bother you whenever the fans here boo your entrance or boo when you get the victory?
No, nothing bothers me. I don't care what people think of me. As long as I think of myself as a great person, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
How about assessing your performance tonight? How did you do?
I think I did great. I felt great, and hey, I give myself an A.
He landed some good left hooks. Did he ever hurt you?
No, he never hurt me. He landed some good shots in there, and hey, you get hit when you're in here, so you got to expect that. And
that's not fair for them to hit you in pro boxing, is it? Michael, here's a look at what was happening. What were you thinking here? This is toward the end.
Well, I knew that I was going to catch him with the right hands coming in. Danny had told me, you're going to catch him with them right hands. He comes in with his head up and bam.
Did you notice him reaching for the hook?
Yes, Danny told me in the corner, when he reaches in like that, throw that right hand or the left hook, and you'll catch him coming right in.
And there is the final knockdown. Tomas Rivera, he was game. He came in and he tried.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. He came in and he tried to take the title from me. But unfortunately for him, it didn't happen tonight.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for him. All right, so you have in mind a Ricardo Lopez. Do you think that fight will materialize, and how long away?
I think it's going to materialize, but I'm going to fight December 8th against the #1 contender out of Colombia. I believe it's in San Antonio, so that's my next one. And Ricardo Lopez, he can come up, and I'll be waiting for you, too.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
John Roby, Iowa.
Nice job from Michael Carbajal. This is the IBF.
Happy birthday, Henry.
You can't say that. This is the IBF champion, Michael Carbajal.
All right, we congratulate Michael Carbajal, and you fans around the world may have recognized former world champion Sean O'Grady conducting that interview in the ring with the winner and still champion. Final thoughts on the champion's
Well, Rich,
performance
I think everything started to change for Michael in this fight when he took that step to the left move and landed the right hand. I think that's when everything began to change for him. From that point on, it seemed that he was finding the mark at will.
Boy, he was sharp.
He was indeed.
His accuracy was tremendous tonight.
And once again, the little hands of stone tag is appropriate.
I thought his last sequence of punches, too, did you see the balance and the leverage that he threw them with? Man.